did get your email about your reading. Technically, on your the terms and conditions, you can receive it up to 10 days after your scheduled date, and that's just due to if there is a lot of bookings. But I'm gonna definitely get your reading out tonight. See, and you'll be receiving this within the hour of me doing this video. Okay, I don't know why it clicked off, but we're back. All right, so let's go over your questions. You said, I want to know more about my gifts and how to honor them better and enter communication with my ancestors. You said, I am too anxious with the evil plan of the psychopath elite, um, psychopath elite on my daughter's life. I didn't understand the last part, but you can definitely answer the first part. Let me see. So you want to know more about your gifts and how to honor them better and enter communication with your ancestors. Okay. First off, let me ask about your gifts. Okay. That came out immediately. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Because when I see this, it means attention to detail. I'm asking about your gifts. What are your gifts? So you have a sense of a keen sense of attention to detail. You can really, because it's interesting. I have to put this message together, so just follow me. But basically, you can read the ashe of herbs, what I like to call ashe, the life force energy in certain things, because they're showing you as a medicine woman. It says spiritual medicine, healing provided, seeking solutions to issues unseen. So seeking solutions to issues unseen basically mean the unknown, the metaphysical, that type of thing. So you are able to see when someone is suffering from something that cannot be explained, okay? So say for instance, someone is having a lot of anxiety. You would be able to look a little bit deeper into it based on the wisdom that you have learned over time. And tell them, well, maybe your anxiety is caused by at the worst, a spiritual attack, or at best, maybe there is negative spirits targeting that person. But you are someone who would be able to also remedy that with your wisdom of medicine. So actually, and look at it this way, because a lot of people say gifts. And gifts take many forms, if that makes sense. Like everybody's not going to be a spiritualist this lifetime. That's not in everybody's cards. Some people will be, better at being a singer. Some people will be better at being a dancer. And those are still spiritual medicine, for the world. It's just expressed in a different way. Then there are going to be some people who may be the psychics. There are going to be some people who may be the healers. And sometimes it's both. So it just depends on what your specialty is. So for me, I don't just label a gift as in, a psychic gift. because sometimes your psychic gift can play roles in different things like singing and dancing, and it's still a gift that you're supposed to be using this lifetime. But for you, they're definitely showing a gift of herbs, getting into spiritual medicine. And you are somebody who is very, very wise. Again, attention to detail. Like you really look into things, you really observe things very well. You have the gift of being really a shaman, if anything, because you have the medicine woman here. So there's a lot of wisdom that you can get out of. So it's almost a combination of a gift, because in order to provide spiritual medicine, you have to be able to read what's going on with the person. So you are very good at reading a person and seeing what's going on with them. So it's more like an intuition, a strong, keen intuition to see. And you also are good at observing things and pinpointing things. So, for example, through your studies, because this is something that develops over time for you, because they're showing this like wisdom developed over time. So this is an old woman, and she is someone who still takes pride in her indigenous practices. She hasn't stopped them. That's why she still has her bracelets on and stuff like that. So that kind of represents you. Not necessarily an old woman. It just means that you are somebody that will gradually over time have picked up a lot of wisdom in your time, in your lifetime. So you are going to pick up things based off learning. And based off what you learn, you are going to be able to target certain things. And again, based off of what a person is showing you, whether it is anxiety, whether it is emotional instability, whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to call it out and also provide the medicine for that. Yeah, because I see this is actually used to remove negative spirits. So you're also going to be very well equipped to access certain tools. And that's a gift in itself, because anybody can pick up herbs. Anybody can go out in nature and just pick berries, whatever. But there isn't, everybody can't access, like I like to call ashe, everybody can't access the life force energy that is within the herbs. Well, it's possible, but it does take a very skilled person to do it. And some people just are more natural at doing it than others. That's why we have some root workers and sometimes we don't have root workers. There's different gifts for different people, but you would be a person that would be very good at that. Mm. Yep. And it shows it right here. I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. So this is not for you necessarily. Now I'm going to get the messages for you in a second, but this deals with your gifts. So they're basically saying that you can sense unwanted energy. And you would be the person to again provide herbs and spell work for other people, especially when they are feeling restricted. Mm. And this is actually a shaman. This is a representation of a shaman. Mm. So, yes, you are someone that will bring somebody back into alignment. It says, wise elder, knowledge to remove negative spirits and carry out rituals. So, again, you can pick up on different spirits that target a person. And a lot of times when I say spirits, again, this could be actual spirits, but spirits goes a lot deeper for me because I am Yoruba, of the Yoruba tribe, and we believe that there are spirits in everything, really. But it could be the negative force of sickness. Literal sickness is a spirit. It's not just, it doesn't have to just be a ghost, it could be many different things that target a person's energy. So they're saying that you would have the wisdom and knowledge to be able to remove these spirits with your intuition, your connection to spirit, but also your wisdom. So it's very important for you to learn a lot of things, for you to study. And this includes books as well. Book smart is great, and you're also going to be able to do this through experience. Okay, I don't really say do one or the other. I say do both, because they are both helpful, because you can compare your experiences to what you see in other people's experiences. You just have to find the right text to read from. Yeah, so they're showing that you can get from one person to basically one state of mind to the next state of mind. You are someone who is very good at getting people through transitions in their life, coming out of something bad, going into something good. They also see this as being somewhat of a business for you, like you being very self-sufficient. If you were to become, oh, I don't know if you're already doing this, but they're speaking on a business. Um, Thinking about it, they're speaking on a business that can be created from this. But like I said, if the business isn't already going, I still say take time with learning and this and that. Maybe even going under an elder if you can. Um, because wisdom takes time. I don't just say go out there and heal the world if you are still working and learning. You're always going to be learning, but there's still a certain level of understanding that you need to come to before just imparting your wisdom to everybody. But if you already are, that is wonderful. You're actually in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, because they're talking about you being a creator, an innovator, and providing services to the world. So this is something that is in alignment for you on your journey. Yeah, how to honor them better. That kind of already answered itself. Like, you just need to be consistent with your learning and really get in touch with nature. Nature is really going to be your best friend because it speaks to you. It speaks to you. Working with other people speaks to you. Like, when people are going through things that can't be explained, that really, speaks to you and your spirit. So you are going to be drawn to that anyway, and you honor that by actually seeing it through and understanding more wisdom about it. So I just see you constantly learning and honestly letting spirit and nature speak to you and teach you the ways of nature and teach you about certain herbs, because again, it can literally just be an herb like basil, or it can be something that can be used in spell work like protection. And it takes a level of understanding, wisdom, and connection to the herbs in order to access that power. So that is something that you should really be working on or working towards. Also, being able to connect to understanding like what you pick up on when you are around other people, because you do pick up on things. You pick up on, if, like I said, if somebody's suffering, but not just in a logical sense. Okay, you are someone who actually digs deeper to see how someone is spiritually affected by what's going on, because as above, so below. If someone is having heart issues on a physical level, then more than likely, in a spiritual sense, they may have went through something that was heartbreaking to them, or they haven't healed eternally and it's affecting them physically. So you're somebody that actually can go through understanding that wisdom. Let's see. You said you want to know how to enter communication with your ancestors, which is very important for this type of work. So let's see what the ancestors have to say about you communicating with them. Now, the first step to this is always setting up an altar. And if you have an altar, it does take a while to get thorough communication. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. But as always, my first step, I always ask people, have you gotten your altar established? Are you getting signs yet? Those are ways to know that you have entered really fully communication with them. So this is coming out in reverse. Okay. So they really want you to get into that. I'll tell you that much. And you have a lot of ancestor cards coming out. Wonderful. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, so they really want to see you happy. They want to see the work that you invest in coming back to you. Okay, so let's look at the messages that they have for you as far as you connecting with them. They are very, let me just start off with that. They are very serious about you learning things, but actually, they want you to learn from an indigenous perspective. So you will do better. And this is just a suggestion, but from your reading, they're saying that you would do better in an indigenous practice, meaning something that is old and ancient. Versus anything that is new age, so to speak. Nothing is really new under the sun, but when people reinvent things so many times, um, the truth often gets lost in things, right? So they want you to try to get to the root of things, so that you can better understand things and better understand your path as a healer and a provider for this world, because this is going to help you tremendously, becoming a medicine woman, becoming someone who can provide spiritual medicine, because they want you to get in touch with oral history. Oral history, is something that's passed down from elders, and in the tradition that I'm in, um, we learn things from our elders. We learn things from their mouth. Yes, we do read books as well, but at the same time, every wisdom that's provided came from someone, from one elder to the next. Very sacred wisdom, but it says, as above, so below, the past repeating itself, deeper understanding, lessons, receiving messages that are absolute. So you will receive a deeper understanding of what you're supposed to do and your purpose through, again, old tradition, indigenous traditions. So that would definitely help you. That's how they honestly want you to become the medicine woman. This is in reverse, so let's look at this. It says the ancestor you ignore. So you may feel like you're not ignoring your ancestors, but they feel like you are, or at least one of them does. It says, so when are you coming to talk to me? I have something to tell you and bring me something in return. So you should actually spend more time meditating, maybe even putting out some water and spending at least 5 minutes at your altar. Allow for to basically be resonant in the energy. You may not receive a message right then and there, because some people expect for a spirit to just up and talk to them, but sometimes it's just your presence and attention to them, and they will give you a response in the best way they see fit to you. But you want to make sure that you're putting out water to open up that communication to them. You do have an unknown ancestor speaking as well. It says, I have been watching over you. Learn more about your heritage. Through research, you will find my name. So they want you to actually find your heritage. This will connect you to some ancestors that want to connect to you. And honestly, they're saying that you can actually find them. Now, there's many ways to find your ancestors, so don't get stuck on trying to find a name first off. But this is something that you should dig into, because this will help you on your journey tremendously. They say, I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. So they are actually standing guard for you. They want to protect you. Let's see. Okay, you should definitely give an offering. Okay, you should be consistent with offerings so they can keep up protection. All right, what's being avoided? So there is either, this is it's probably, well, I know it's up there in the grandfather presence, because this is an old man, okay? And not in a bad way, just it's an elder. It's definitely an elder man, male spirit that is watching over you. Um, hmm. Okay, and there is also that's interesting. There's a medicine woman that runs in the family. Okay, there's a medicine woman that runs in the family that she's also trying to connect to you as well, to teach you about the wisdom. Okay, So definitely want to learn about your heritage. You have my energy is assisting you during this time period. You are going through major transitions. Wow. Okay. They want you to know that everything is going to be okay. You're going through major transitions. Hmm. Hmm. They say you should be proud of many accomplishments, and they want you to nurture yourself more. They want you to know that you're going to get through whatever you're going through. Hmm. They will always find a way through for you. Hmm. They're also showing doors opening up for you as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is see if there's any messages that the ancestors want to tell you. And I forgot, you have two extra cards up here as well. So this is a great indicator that blessings are coming in because it literally says blessings in many forms, good luck, fertility, birth. They are working with you with your wealth, abundance, legacy, and growth. And when this card comes out, it means that there are things that you are, entitled to at this point that will be granted to you. They want you to build a legacy, so they want you to make the right investments that will build you up as a complete person. So, for example, a 9 to 5 is not really going to build your legacy; it's really building someone else's, right? So you building your legacy is you starting your own business. You building your legacy would be, of course, having a house, maybe that you own the house, things like that. So they see you building things up surrounding that. They're saying that this kind of guarantees that marriage, well, in this picture, she's guaranteed marriage and other things because of this plate in her mouth. So it represents a lot of abundance surrounding her. And this is you. This is how they see you. So very good. So we're gonna look at a couple other things before I close your reading out. Okay. All right. They show sometimes you focus on the past. Okay. Yeah. They're showing a focus on the past, but they're saying that you have actually got the courage to move forward in your life. Mm. Coming from troubled waters into smooth sailing, like you're moving forward in your life. They're showing that you have kind of come to a place of wanting to manifest again for yourself, wanting to do things for yourself. They say that you used to be in a lot of anxiety. This is even indicating like lonely nights and things like that, but it's showing it in reverse. So that means that you're kind of moving away from that time period. You're ready to really invest your energy into things that are going to reward you in return, like they spoke on earlier. So it shows that you were kind of in conflict and things like that, but you're being patient for success. You're being patient. You know what you want at this point. So that is really, really good. Like you are complete enough to walk away from situations that no longer serve you. And being complete means I'm good. Like I don't need to lower myself or, even settle for less at this point. I'm ready to walk away from anything that doesn't serve my highest good. And they're showing you that you're actually very supported in the spiritual realm with your decisions. And they show good things coming to you. Good things coming to you. Hmm. Yeah, they're showing there's a lot of things that you had attachments to, but that's not going to stop your abundance because you are moving forward in your life. Mm. They're showing you doing a lot of reflection as well, but you are in your independence at this point. Definitely, you're in your independence. You're focused on you. That's a good, good, good. All right. See, this card just keeps coming out for you. This needs to be top priority for you in your spiritual journey, your spiritual work, and being the medicine woman. And another thing is they're saying pay attention to your health. Stop stressing yourself out. Take care of yourself. And this came in with this card right here, mama and child. So they basically mean that you take on a lot of responsibility, and sometimes responsibility we have to take it on because it's our life. It's the responsibility that we took on when having a child or whatever we chose to do with our life. But that doesn't mean that every second of the day it should wear you down, that you can't have any breaks. So they want you to exercise having a break. It says destination reached. They want you to be proud of your accomplishments up to this point. It says take a break. Strength. You carry the world on your back. You know, you should definitely exercise that. Yes. Restored Ashe. So this means that your energy will be restored once you take a break. And your higher guardians actually, again, assisting you during this time period as you go through these major transitions. So they want to assist you, but you need to take some time off for yourself, treat yourself, to some movies. I don't know what you like to do, but they're saying you need to treat yourself because if you are too stressed out, it's going to start weighing in on you. As above, so below. I don't give health advice, but as above, so below. So if you're stressed and you're not getting any rest, that will start to take a toll on you physically. Um, that is your reading. Let me see here. They're telling you, lastly, to pay attention to your visions, dreams, and spirit encounters. They're saying that you are very good at visions, having visions of things. Yes, definitely tap into your medicine woman energy. All right, so I'm going to send this over to you now. You have a great and wonderful day. Please let me know that you have received it.